Hi, I'm Michael Kourosh. I live in Santa Barbara, California, one of the most beautiful places on earth. My design center is where people come to reimagine their homes and spaces. I work with the best designers, clients with broad tastes, and experts who navigate the fascinating world of design. I'm always excited to learn something new, and I never say no to a challenge. This is Design Santa Barbara. Welcome to Design Santa Barbara. I'm Michael Kourosh, and today we are my dear friend Adam McKaig, and we are in the mountains of Gaviota, north of Santa Barbara, in this marvelous ranch, in an unusual day that is very mystically foggy.
Yes.
And you have this amazing ranch for sale?
I do indeed. You know,
Tell us a little bit about it.
first off, it's a pleasure to be on your show again. You're an amazing host and friend. Thank you.
You're very kind. Thank you so much. First time I hear it, and thank you.
Well, we are on Rancho dos Vistas, which means two views. Unfortunately, today is so foggy, there is no view, but off to the right is the most jaw-dropping view of the Pacific Ocean and the islands, and the views to the left are the Santa Ynez Valley, thus calling it Dos Vistas, two views. But our neighbor is Ronald Reagan's ranch. It was the Western White House, and it is so nice to have neighbors like that in this beautiful ridgeline of the Gaviota coast.
It was actually a long drive coming up.
It is.
And it's beautiful. You would not believe it is in California. It looks like somewhere like in Hawaii or somewhere. It's very green, very nice.
It's beautiful.
And Ronald Reagan's ranch is just, we drove by at it.
We share a fence.
That's why I look like a cowboy. Howdy. So, shall we go in and see what it's about?
Let's go.
All right, follow us. All right, Adam, driving up here, it feels like you is your own country. I mean, literally, there's no other people, there's no other cars. And you walk in and surprisingly, this beautiful modern chalet, whatever it is amazing.
Yeah, isn't it nice?
Yes, so did they do some renovating work, right?
Oh, they did. In fact, the previous owner hired Tom Oshner, who is world-renowned architect in Santa Barbara, to redesign this beautiful house to give it an understated elegance. It's got all the modern conveniences of a Montecito house, but it gives it that rustic, warm feeling with the hand-hewn beams and the open, airy layout.
And the wood floors are amazing. These are like real planks down there. There's nothing fake about this place.
Nope. This is the real deal, and it is for sale, which is nice. And somebody that wants to just be able to get away and be one with nature. This is the place.
And did you say how big it is?
It's 1,446 acres. So
that's
it
not
is like
feet.
your
This
own
is
country.
acres.
We have 2 miles of ridgeline in the mountain, and we have over 30 miles of trails. We have our own lake. We have just beautiful spots for camping, for hiking, bicycling, off-roading. It just offers a lot.
So quick question before we move on to see the rest of the house. What type of client usually buys this?
Well,
I mean, you're doing this for last, God knows, many decades. So
yes.
What type of client buys this?
The client, they're obviously a high net worth client that wants to just escape from the world. A lot of times they have their own helicopter and they land right over here and they get out and the world is not knocking on their door, asking them anything. They're just one with nature and they could rejuvenate, recharge, and then go about their work again.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
It is just like, again, feels like you went back in time 300-400 years and you're right here. There's no cables, no real roads. I mean, there's the stone road, which is beautiful, but it's not like, it's man-made or anything like that. It's beautiful.
Right, and that's one of the things that attracted Ronald Reagan to this area is because of its pristine, beauty. And again, he had a big job running the United States, and then he would come back here to recharge.
Is that also when he brought Gorbachev in here, isn't it?
Gorbachev, the Queen of England, has been up here, the same roads that you came up. And,
wow.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. I took a bunch of pictures, so I'll show
good.
it. All right,
Good.
so give us a tour of the house,
Sure.
please.
Well, it's a modest house, but here obviously you have the living room, real wood burning a fireplace, kitchen, and we have a bedroom down there that is now being served as another living room. Bedroom upstairs. Then we have a little guest house separated by
Which we're gonna see.
Yeah.
And this is obviously the dining room, and outside this is a fabulous patio. Right now it's not occupied, but you can have amazing parties in here.
Oh boy, and it's all about the land and being outside, one with nature. Again, the views that aren't existent today are extreme.
No, I like the view actually. No, that's not that kind of view, but it's foggy and it's just feel like you're in England someplace.
Oh, exactly. Now, if it were clear today, we could look down where the ranch that John Travolta had.
Oh, okay.
And John Travolta had, he's lower on the mountain, but he bought it again to get away and enjoy.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So we will see some of these during the show.
Yes.
Okay. So where do we go from here?
Let's go.
All right.
Let's go over here.
Okay. All right. And this is a very charming dining room and a bar. The reason I said bar because you were telling me a story about having something related to alcohol on this ranch.
Yeah. This ranch is very famous for, it's got maybe infamous.
Infamous.
Yes. The pioneer family, the Hollisters, descendant J.J. Hollister, told me that 1/3 of all the alcohol that was produced for Prohibition in Santa Barbara was made here, down by the lake.
A third of alcohol that they produced during the Prohibition was made here?
Yes.
Wow.
They call that bootlegging.
Bootlegging, moonshine bootlegging, all right.
So they called it the dairy, and the reason being is they had cows here, but they made the moonshine in this rock structure down by the lake, plenty of water, and they would take it out in a dairy truck in milk containers. So nobody would know that they have alcohol in these milk containers, and they would distribute it to the bars in Santa Barbara or the speakeasies and the patrons that like the alcohol.
So that's wonderful. Okay, so now we know.
Now you know. But here we have wine coolers in our bar.
Are the stuff is still down there? Can we go produce some?
Oh, well, actually, we probably could. Maybe it'd be legal because it's grandfathered in. But
that sounds good.
Don't.
We will be back after we do this short drinking session. In a world of mass-produced imitation rugs, don't settle for something that's fake and won't last. We are your trusted local source here at Rugs & More, with the finest hand-woven rugs, crafted with care, tradition, and all organic materials. Hand-woven, eco-friendly, and completely chemical-free. No shortcuts. Just real craftsmanship that will stand the test of time. We have been the top source for designers from San Francisco to Los Angeles for decades. As manufacturers, we offer you unmatched wholesale pricing and a lifetime exchange policy. These are more than just rugs. They are generational investments in your home, your health, and the planet. Because we believe in better. Better for your family and better for the earth. Don't buy national chain rugs. Buy unique quality floor coverings from Rugs & More. We are proud to be your local, sustainable choice for luxury rugs that last a lifetime. Elevate the look and design of your home and make your living space something special. Come find your perfect rug at Rugs and More, located in Santa Barbara Design Center, 410 Olive. Welcome back to Design Santa Barbara. Today we are in north of Santa Barbara in the mountains of Gaviota in this marvelous ranch with my dear friend Adam McKaig. And again, you said it's 1,100 acres, so it's a little bit of a big property. And so please explain to us about the rooms that is actually in the main house. So we are at the, what do you call this room?
Oh, you know, this is another suite, but it's currently being used as a nice little lounge area. Again, we've got beautiful views of the ocean and beautiful views of nature out here. You know, we have our TV, another fireplace, bathroom, and closets over here, and it's just a really nice, warm, cozy
Yeah, I
room
see.
with the wood
Just
beams.
imagine you're in a ranch outside someplace. Usually people think you go into little RV or little, you know, porta potty, and look at this here. It's just unbelievably luxurious.
But you know, the way that this ranch is used mostly is all outdoors. You know, you were out exploring, you know, just the outdoor activities, hiking, being in nature.
You don't
Then
get
you come
tired?
here. No. Oh,
Not
no,
at all.
no.
All right, so why don't we see the kitchen? And you said the primary is upstairs too, right?
Yes, let's
All right.
take a look.
Before we go outside to the barn and the garage, and I hear there's a lake and everything else too, which
Oh,
we're
yeah.
gonna see with images. All right. So this is my favorite room in any house. This is the kitchen.
That's right.
As you can see, it's by the size of my stomach.
When you're a wonderful cook.
what
do you
Yeah, that's
think?
the only thing I'm good at is cooking.
No.
So I love the kitchen, actually. I was not expecting it. Honestly, I was expecting I'll go there and there's a little hole that they put wood in it, and that's the called kitchen. But look at this. Everything modern. You have thermodor refrigerator, and you have the stove. Very convenient.
Yeah, you know, the size is great, and you know, if you lived up here and you cook, you're probably cooking for your friends. That
Oh, if I
and
come here, I
visit.
bring my friends and I make them cook.
Yes. You have barbecue outside and cooking in here, and you know, the size, the scale's beautiful.
Yeah, it's actually bigger than you need up here, but it's
Yeah.
very nice to have it.
Yeah.
And the views outside, look at that. It's like
Oh my gosh.
so beautiful.
You
No
know,
wonder Ronald Reagan moved up here.
Oh yeah, no. Again, the beauty is just you know, amazing. You know, we have the oak trees, and we have the biggest madrones, which is, I don't know if you know what the manzanita is, but this is the bigger cousin, and I've never seen them so big. Some are 50, 60, 70 feet tall.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they cured the property pretty good. I see the trees are all really cleaned out, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
So we got a primary bedroom upstairs.
We do.
Let's
Want
go
to go?
check that too? Please follow us. All right, this is a beautiful primary bedroom. What has actually surprised me a little bit is how much they spent upgrading this place, because it looks very rustic and has been here for 100 years, but at the same time, is everything modern and updated. Like the floors are, the ceilings. I opened the windows are all top notch, and everything else, although they kept it so rustic.
Yeah. Again, going back to that word, understated elegance. It is a very elegant, comfortable home, and yeah, this primary bedroom is just spectacular. Again, the views out here are amazing. You know, we're amongst the trees. It's almost like we're in a nest.
It's like a tree house up here.
Yeah. You know, waking up, looking at the ocean, looking at the islands, and you'll see hawks and eagles and owls. In fact, we have an owl house out here that we have in order to, you know, kill the rodents. You know, help nature
Recycle
along a
them.
little bit. Correct. The owls will feed on the rodents.
Wonderful.
And the rodents will stay away from us.
Beautiful. Excellent. So maybe we can go outside, look a little bit maybe at the barn or the garage and
Sure.
things like that,
Let's
because
go.
mostly it's about outside, as you say.
Exactly, but being outside, you have to keep toys in the garage. And let's show the kind of toys that a ranch like this has.
Love to see it. I follow you. Let's go. All right, Adam, you said we're gonna go to the garage. I thought we were going to the garage. This is more like a toy chest.
It is a toy chest, and a ranch of this size needs toys. And this is just some of the toys that work very well on this ranch. We have our quads and motorcycles elsewhere, and a lot of toys that make this ranch a lot more enjoyable.
Yeah, I can imagine if you have 1,100 acres, you gotta get there sometimes, somewhere, somehow. Even, how big is it actually?
Well, 1,146 acres, and that is...
How far is from here to here?
Well, this is a couple of miles. This
2
is
miles.
the ridge top.
Wow.
And next door we have, Ronald Reagan's ranch. We come through a gate, and our headquarters right here. Here's our helipad.
That's a helipad.
Yeah, that's where you land to come here if you take that mode of transportation.
There you go. So beautiful. Thank you for sharing the map. So let's go see the barn. Adam, I go quite often to different ranches around this neighborhood because of my clients. We do sell carpets and furniture and da-da-da. This has been a pleasant surprise to me. It's like I have never been here before. I don't know, is the weather, is the time of the year, or whatever it is, it's fabulous.
Right.
It really is different.
Glad you're here, and yeah, this is not a place you'll just drive by. You have to be either invited or own it, and it is a special place.
Very
indeed.
special place. And we are in front of this
barn. This barn looks like it's 100 years old, but it's only a couple of years old.
Really?
Yeah. The wood is old growth wood that was grown in the mountains of Santa Cruz, and it was hand cut. The windows were bought when they're dismantling parts of Camp Roberts in Paso Robles and brought here. It's called a pole barn, and it's the old style barn, but it is new, strong, and beautiful.
Would have fooled me. I would have said it's 100 years old.
Yeah, and we're nestled amongst the oak trees and these beautiful rock sculptures. Nature's sculpture is just incredible with the lichen and the moss, and boy.
Those stones are very special. Look at them. It's unbelievable. It's especially underneath these beautiful oaks, and they're all healthy and strong, and the oaks are old.
They are, and there's 1,000 acres of over that of these beautiful oaks. These were here when the Chumash were here. In fact, there are little caves with Chumash paintings on this property.
On this property,
Yeah.
wow. That's historic as well. Very nice. So when we come back, me and Adam will sit and I will have a few questions for Adam. Please stay tuned.
Santa Barbara Pizza House is your home for the best pizza in town. Embrace a symphony of flavors and textures with our pizzas. Drawing inspiration from both Chicago's deep dish legacy and Naples' artisanal heritage, our pizzas boast perfectly executed crusts, tantalizing sauces, and the finest mozzarella. Whether you're a seasoned pizza connoisseur or just looking for a delicious meal, our pizza here is sure to satisfy. Featuring specialty pizzas named after iconic Santa Barbara streets, our mouth-watering menu will have you coming back over and over again to try each new meal. We offer a full menu of salads, sides, sandwiches, and desserts. Santa Barbara Pizza House is conveniently located at 515 State Street in the heart of downtown Santa Barbara. Visit us online at sbpizzahouse.com or call and place your order at 805-637-7721. Santa Barbara Pizza House. You won't leave hungry.
Adam, I want to thank you for showing us this beautiful property. It's an amazing ranch, and I'm gonna go back home, count my pennies. Maybe I'll come back and call you.
I'd love to have you up here.
Secondary, like usual, we would like to ask you, what is the state of the real estate in post-election environment? How do you see going forward? Is this gonna get more expensive, stable, going down? What do you think?
Well, as you know, we live in a beautiful little bubble, and we're not so much influenced by the outside world because of the beauty and the affluence of Santa Barbara. But, we did have a pause in the market in Santa Barbara before the election because of the uncertainty. People were a little unsure. But after the election, people calmed down, and it was almost like a light switch. It went back on, and things are selling, and we are very busy. Melissa and I are just extremely busy with real estate in Santa Barbara, and also busy with our Adams Angels volunteering to help those that are less fortunate than us.
Yeah, you are doing probably everybody knows who watches this show that you are having this wonderful charity that you grounded it, and there is actually quite a lot of people involved in it. Yeah. And we're very proud of you. Thank you for doing that. It's very kind, but it's good news to hear that real estate is coming back again after the little pause.
Yes, and whoever may buy this house, I will send to the design center to furnish this beautiful house.
Oh, thank you so much.
Furnishings.
Yes, let me measure already so I have it.
Yeah, please do.
All right, well, thank you very much, Adam. Thank you for being on our show again. We are looking forward to have you always, as you are the premier, real estate agent in town, and a joy to be around.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate it. Thank you for watching this show. We will be back with more Design Santa Barbara after a short break. This week on Design FYI, we're going to talk about sofas and the unknown mistakes people make. Did you know average American spends 46 minutes a day in a car, but they spend 5 hours and 4 minutes on average on a sofa? So why would you go out there and spend tens of thousands of dollars for something you use for 46 minutes and then go ahead and buy something cheap that you sit on it for 5 hours and 4 minutes? At Santa Barbara Design Center, we create you a custom sofa that is made for you specifically and to your shape and size and comfort and your family. So when you're sitting and watching TV or talking and conversing with your friends, you're sitting on actually something that represents you. Your car represents you. Why shouldn't your sofa? Thank you for joining us on Design FYI this week, and please come see me at Santa Barbara Design Center, 4th and Olive, and let me help you find the right sofa for you and your family. Today on Design Santa Barbara, I want to talk about the ranch style. So we do a lot of ranches up in Santa Ynez Valley, and they have, in our area, 3 distinctive styles. So one being Southwestern style that we usually associate with Native American, like they call it Navajo style, Native American. So this is basically a Native American Navajo design, which are made for specific Southwestern style. It has the classical look that ties in with leather, with terracotta, with desert, with turquoise colors. So it brings warm and classical look. So if you could take a picture, it says, this is a barn, I want Southwestern style, this is what comes to mind. So this is the first style. Let me show you a second and a third style. So the second style of the ranch, and this is the most prominent one in the Western United States, is the classical Western ranch. So we associate it with rustic coziness, lots of wood, leather, warmth, and like you have antlers someplace, and you have chandeliers that they are made of metal, and fixtures, and so on. So the first one is an old haris. The harises are made in Northwest Persia. So these are the quite essential rugs that you will see in many Western ranches because they have geometric designs, they have a little bit of a powerful colors, and they bring a lot of elements that tie the room together. Very cozy, timeless, they never go out of fashion, and it gives you that classical look. And then these are the older pieces that they have slightly more faded look, but they have the cohesiveness of everything else. Like if you can imagine, you put a dark brown leather on this, or you have iron fixtures that picks up all these colors. And then since they have these geometric flowers, that ties in very much with the Western ranch. And they're again timeless, they never go out of fashion. And if you look into, you want to make your place authentic and you want to make it like has been here for 100 years, you need something old, because the new stuff, it just looks new. So that's the second style, classical Western ranch. Now let me show you a third one that we use, and that is becoming more popular, but doesn't replace this. Okay, now we come to the third style of the ranches we do around here, and it's a farmhouse ranch, which they have a cozy look, they have a homey look, they have a slightly vintage feel, and they do kind of charming, clean design. And this has been in popularity, gaining popularity last 10 years. Although it is popular, is not my first choice for the ranches. This is more like for, you know, either a city home or an apartment, but I love this rug, so we created this. So these are new rugs and they are made to look old. So what we do is, again, we take the old designs, elements of really antique carpets, and we incorporate new colors into them. So whereas they used to be navies and reds, now they are light ivories, creams, the terracotta, you have that indigo blue, and these are all natural dyes. So they really feel like they're old, and since they are authentically hand woven with wool, they look old, although they're not. But they are very popular nowadays, and I see going forward they're going to be gaining even more in popularity because people like lighter, airier, and happier colors. So that would be the three choices for the ranch style. If you had any questions, or if you have a ranch, come here. I gladly at your service can show you more rugs, and we have endless options. Come to Santa Barbara Design Center.